Al Jazeera, Washington.
Alan Gottlieb is from the Second Amendment Foundation, which supports America's right to bear arms. He's joining us now live from Las Vegas. Thank you for being with us on Al Jazeera. So let's just look at some of the proposals that President Barack Obama has put through. He wants everyone who wants to buy a gun to pass a more comprehensive background check. So surely with background checks, that'll limit guns falling into the wrong hands.
Well, I have no problem with background checks. The problem is the devil's in the details. And the way Barack Obama and members of his party have worded those proposals in the past, they're not acceptable because they create a national registration system, which is prohibited by law right now, as well as would put gun shows out of business because it would hold the people who sponsor the gun shows criminally liable for any acts committed by anybody else at the show. So nobody in their right mind would hold the gun show, and they're aimed at putting gun shows out of business. If the bill was worded correctly,
so this
the gun
is
rights
about money,
movement
then?
in America would support it.
This is about money to you?
No, it's not about money. It's about freedom and the right to be able to buy a gun for self-protection, even if it's buying at a gun show.
What do you make of what Obama said in the proposals? I know we're just talking about the background check right now, but he's also saying that he wants to introduce a ban on military-style assault weapons.
Well, I find that in some ways a little hypocritical, considering that President Obama and his administration, with a program called Fast and Furious, allowed to walk across the border to Mexico thousands of so-called assault rifles, millions of rounds of ammunition for those rifles, and an unbelievable amount of high-capacity magazines that are being used by violent criminals in the drug cartel.
Right, but why do Americans in the United States need assault weapons?
But they've also killed hundreds of civilians, including women and children. Why doesn't Barack Obama try to find those guns and get them back? It's his administration that put those guns out on the street rather than taking my guns away or infringing on my rights.
Alan, why is it that Americans, currently there are around 300 million guns in private hands over in the United States. Why do Americans need so many guns?
Well, we have a lot of people, and a lot of people like to have guns for different purposes. A handgun for self-defense, a rifle for target shooting, a shotgun for skeet shooting. It's a matter of freedom. We fought a war against Britain when they tried to take our firearms away from us so we couldn't protect ourselves. And the United States has a long tradition of firearms freedom and individual rights in America. We're protected by a Constitution that many other countries don't have.
And let's just look finally at whether this bill will pass through Congress, Alan, in your opinion.
Well, I don't think the bill to ban any kind of semi-automatic rifles are going to pass at all. While these guns may look military in style, they really don't fire the way the military ones do. They only fire one bullet per pull of the trigger. They're not fully automatic like Barack Obama is trying to make the American people think they are. So there's a misrepresentation there, and quite frankly, we're appalled by that misrepresentation.
What will you be doing? How will you be fighting this and moving forward?
Well, basically on a grassroots effort. In the United States, we have over 80 million people who own firearms. And those 80 million people are up in arms, so to speak, about their rights being taken away. And they've been writing their congressmen already, and letters and calls to our Congress are running 8-1 against Barack Obama's proposal right now.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much, Alan Gottlieb, for talking to us from Las Vegas.
Thank you.